Alright guys, welcome to another episode of Market Review, and this week we're going to be taking a look at what has happened in the market. Alright, so the very first one we're going to be starting with is XRP, and as you can see, last week XRP was sitting at 75 cents, and I told you guys to buy in if you had not gotten into XRP yet. And as you can see, XRP is currently sitting at $1.16. So it has moved by approximately 55% from the price it was as at last week. So if you got in during that time, you're currently in profit by about 55%. And if you remember as well, XRP was also one of the best crypto I told you guys last week that was going to give you the greatest return, and it is starting to fulfill that promise as well. So if you're not into XRP yet, definitely get in, because from here all the way to the nearest resistance of $1.65 is about 40%. So if you get in now, by the time you get into the nearest resistance, which is at $1.65, you would have made 40% on your buy. Another thing you want to do as well is to set a buy limit at $1. By setting a buy limit at $1, if the market should turn around and come back towards that price, you'll be able to get in still at a better price and ride it all the way to the top of $1.65. Alright, so the next one we're going to be taking a look at is Bitcoin. As you can see, Bitcoin is one that has just continued to pump and pump to the top side. Last week, I told you guys to expect some resistance at the $45,000 level, and then possibly a retracement of price back down to the $40,000 range. The market got to the $45,000 range, but instead it just slowed down for a couple of days and then continued to pump to the top side. And whenever this happens, it shows you that the market is in a healthy bull run, meaning that at least for the foreseeable future, it's going to keep pumping towards the top side. And if you've set some buy limit at $40,000, still leave it there just in case the market comes around that price. And the next level or the next resistance that the market is going to go face is sitting at $49,000. So this market right now is heading towards the $49,000 range. So let's see what the market does when it gets there. If you've not gotten into the market yet, I would say getting with 20%, about 20% or so of your cash reserves instead of 10%, so that you can have enough skin in the game in case if the market just continues to push to the top side and not give you a good opportunity to re-enter into the market. So what you should do right now is you can set some buy limit as well at the $45,000 level, just in case the market comes back down towards that area, and then you can ride it all the way to the top. Now, if you bought Bitcoin, let's say around $30,000 when the market was at its low, and you're looking to take some near-term profits, and you don't want to wait for the market to get to its high of $65,000 before you start taking some profits, then what you can do is use all these levels that I'm placing as a way for you to take some profits. So right now, the market currently is heading towards $49,000, and that is where the most recent resistance is. So chances are, if the market gets towards this place, it's at least going to slow down and reverse, or it's going to slow down and continue to the top just the way it did over here. So what you can do is take some of your profit at $49,000 if you would like to, and then wait for the market to retrace down a little bit. Now, one thing you should be able to do as a trader is be able to adapt to the market changes. So last week I told you guys, when the market gets to $45,000, you should set a buy limit at $40,000 and then wait for the market to come over there and retest it so that you get back into the market. The market got $45,000. All it just did was slow down, and then it didn't quite get to $40,000. It kept pumping to the top side. The same thing it did when it got to $40,000. It just slowed down a little bit, and then it kept pumping to the top side. Now chances are when it gets to $49,000, it's going to do exactly the same thing. There's another way you can also get into the market, and if you've not watched my video on different types of ways to get into the market, it's going to be at the top right corner of your screen. I'm going to be using one of the strategies right now to get into the market. Now this is for those of you that don't really want to wait because of you have the fear of missing out on the trade, because since the market just keeps pumping to the top side, you just want to get into the market as soon as possible. This is the type of strategy you can use as well. what you can just do is, as soon as the market gets to these levels of 14, like for example, the market gets to $49,000 right now, then what you can do is calculate 5 to 10% down from that level. So like for example, 5% down from that level will be $46,000. So 5% down from $49,000 is $46,000. So you can anticipate that the market is going to retrace down by 5%, and then you can set your buy at that level. Once the market gets to $49,000 and it retraces back by 5%, you'll be able to get into the market at $46,000. And you can see it has kind of been doing that for a while now. So it goes to $45,000. The market came down to as low as $42,000, which was a 5% drop, $42,000. And then the same thing happened at $40,000. The market came back down to approximately 9% or so. So you can use that as a gauge that, okay, since the market is starting to do that, chances are it will do that around $49,000 as well. So you can use this strategy as a way to get into the market. And also, you don't necessarily have to even do this, right? So what you can also still do is, if you're really willing to wait for the market to go through all its cycle and you don't even care about taking advantage of any price dip or anything like that, you can just get into the market with all your money right now and then just ride the market all the way to the top, because if you do that, you'll still be making the right move. All right, so that's it for Bitcoin. The next one we're going to be taking a look at is Dogecoin. Now, if you remember last week, I told you guys Dogecoin was still at a very cheap price because it was still at its low of 20 cents. As you can see right now, Dogecoin is currently sitting at around 30 cents. So if you're able to get into Dogecoin, I'm sure you're pretty happy for making that decision, because right now you're basically about 50% in profit right now. And I told you guys that the nearest resistance for Dogecoin is 40 cents, and that is still in play. So if you've not gotten into Dogecoin yet, it's still a great time to get in now. So you can still get in now and still ride it all the way to its nearest resistance of 40 cents, but it's still off of its high of 75 cents. And if you remember last week, I told you guys the best performing crypto to give you the best return, at least in the near term, is Dogecoin. So you're still going to make at least 100% if you buy Dogecoin right now. So it's still a great time to actually get into the market. So you can do so, but if you did that last week, I'm sure you've seen some profits right now and you're good to go. Now, let's take a look at Mask. Now, this is one that one of you guys told me to take a look at in last week's video. So guys, if you have any crypto you would like me to take a look at, let me know in the comment section down below, because it will show up in the next video. So, Mask. I had not heard about Mask until when I was told about it. So, apparently it's a network that enables you to be able to send encrypted messages through the social media platforms, so like Facebook and Twitter and the rest. So it lets you send encrypted messages through those platforms. I can see the use for it, because in the internet age that we are right now, where we have our social media platforms spying on us and stuff like that, especially Facebook, that has been having hits for many years now for spying on its users and selling their data to the highest bidder. I can see how something like this can be valuable. So it can enable the users of those platforms send encrypted private messages to each other without being tracked or anything like that. So let's take a look at the chart. All right, so we can see that nothing much has really happened in this chart. Like, it only goes as far back as May 2021 this year, so nothing much has really happened. So we can see that it fell all the way from its high of $11 to the most recent low of $3 during this dip that we had in the entire crypto market, and now it is currently recovering and currently sits at $7.48. As you can see, it hit its most recent resistance of $8 and it's retraced off of that level all the way back to $6, and it's currently moving back to the top. So if you want to get in now, because chances are once it breaks through this $8 level, is going towards the most recent high of $11. So get in now. You'll be getting in at a great price based on what I'm looking at right now. But don't forget to set another buy at $6 level or $5 level, and you can also set another buy limit at the $3 level as well, because this is the most recent, this is like the lowest low of this crypto right now. So just set a buy there so you'll be able to get into the markets, because there are times that we have like flash crashes where market just quickly goes back down to the most recent low of, which in this case is the lowest low of this crypto right now. The market goes back down there and then quickly pushes back to the top. So you just want to set a buy level there or a buy order there, so you're able to scoop some of this mask for a very good price, and then you ride it back to the top. So my review for this is get in now if you've not gotten in, because chances are it's going to break through this level and then continue to the top of $11. But while you're doing that, you can set a buy at $5, and you should also set another buy at $3 just in case if we have a flash crash, because cryptocurrencies like this are very, very volatile. Alright, so let's take a look at Ethereum. Now Ethereum is one that has just been pumping, and it has just been pumping. It's not just slowing down. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say for Ethereum. If you've not gotten into Ethereum yet, get into Ethereum now, and you should also set a buy limit at the $2,800 level just in case the market comes back down to that level. Set a buy limit there so you'll be able to get a cheap Ethereum. But I don't see Ethereum slowing down right now until it gets to the most recent resistance of 4,200. Okay, so get into Ethereum now if you've not gotten into Ethereum. Set a buy limit at $2,800 just in case the market comes back down there. But if you're looking to take some profit for Ethereum, it's fast approaching that level of $4,200, and then when it gets there, anticipate that the market is going to do a retracement. So it's probably going to retrace by, let's say, 10-20%. so you probably might want to get into the market at $3,600 or lower. But let's just see how the market does when it gets there. I'll make a video on what you should do next. But as for now, get into Ethereum now. If you've not gotten into Ethereum, I don't know what you're waiting for. Okay, now the next one we're going to be taking a look at is Cardano. Now, as you can see just by looking at the charts, Cardano is one that has really pumped up in price in the last few days. Cardano was sitting between the price of $1 and $1.50. And I told you guys Cardano was still yet to move. And I told you guys that if you wanted to get into Cardano, that time was the best time to get into it, because once it broke out, it will start pumping to the top side. It broke out of $1.50, right? And then since it broke out of that level, it had just kept pumping to the top side. It got to the resistance of $1.80. It didn't even slow down. It just slowed down for 1 day, right? As you can see the candle here, it slowed down for 1 day, and then the next day, which was yesterday, it just broke out and it kept moving to the top side. Right now, Cardano is currently sitting at $2.21. Cardano right now is close to its most recent high of $2.30. Honestly, at the rate which Cardano is moving, if you want to get into the market right now, you can get in. I would say get in with 20% of the cash reserves you want to get in, and just wait for what it does here, because this is its most recent high. So chances are it may slow down once it gets to this high. So watch what happens here. You may want to do what I said the other time, or waiting for the market to retrace by, let's say, 10% or 20%. So if you wait for the market to retrace by 10%, that would be around the $2 level. Or if you really want to wait, you can wait for it to drop by about 20%. So that would be getting in at around the $1.80. So you can do that as well. But right now, if you want to get in right now, because this market doesn't seem to be slowing down right now. But chances are when it gets to the $2.30, it's going to retrace, or at least it's going to slow down. So those are the two places you want to set your buy limit orders right now, at the $2 level and at the $1.85 level, because this market has just been pumping and pumping and it didn't even slow down at all. So you want to set those buy orders at those prices so that you're able to capture this market at a cheap price. Okay, so remember guys, if you have any crypto that you would like me to take a look at, put them in the comment section down below. They'll show up in the next review. Mask was one of the ones that I was told to take a look at, and I've currently reviewed this one as well, and if you would like for me to review any crypto that you are interested in as well, put it in the comment section down below, and next week it will show up in the video for a review. If you enjoyed this video and would love to support this channel, ways to do that are going to be on your screen and in the description below. For more videos like this, please click on the subscribe button below and click on the notification bell right next to it. I release new videos every week and you'll be the first to be notified when that happens. And don't forget to like this video and share it with people you think need to see it as well. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.